New York for 9 brief innings on Friday night. For 3 short hours, the Mets rediscovered what they look like with Yoenis Cespedes anchoring their lineup. Cespedes homered and the Mets won a game, and all was rosy until the outfielder's post-game admission that he may need major surgery on his heels. A day later, the Mets tumbled back to the reality of life without their best hitter. As Cespedes rested, the Mets struggled throughout a 7-6 loss Saturday to the Yankees at Yankee Stadium, which exposed their lack of position player depth. View full game coverage. We know that when he's healthy, he's going to produce, manager Mickey Callaway said of Cespedes. It's more about the other guys that we have, that we need to figure out exactly what they can and what they can't do. The critical rally unfolded in the fourth, when center fielder Dekker misplayed a trio of run-scoring hits. First, Dekker dived in an attempt to snare Didi Gregorius' liner, which skipped past him for a triple. 2 batters later, Gregg crushed a double that glanced off Dekker's glove as he attempted to make a basket catch. Then Austin Romine hit his sinking liner that Dekker did not read properly off the bat, resulting in a single. Video, NYM NYY, Matz, Dekker talk lost to Yankees. That's just how it goes sometimes, Dekker said. Sometimes you make the play, sometimes you don't. They put some good swings on the ball, and it paid off for them. All 4 runs in the fourth were charged to Steven Matz, who allowed a total of 5 and 5+ innings without Cespedes. The Mets struggled to match that sort of offensive output. Conforto provided an early run with a solo homer off Yankees starter Sonny Gray, and the Mets took advantage of 2 walks and an error to draw within a run of a lead in the 6th. Video, NYM NYY, Rosario drives in Conforto with a single. They then rallied against Aroldis Chapman in the 9th, scoring twice and loading the bases with no outs to force the Yankees to pull their closer from the game. But Chasen Shreve induced a double play from Devin Mesoraco, and Wilmer Flores grounded out to end the game. You had a guy out there that was kind of struggling with the strike zone, Callaway said. I thought we were going to be able to make a good comeback there. Video, NYM NYY, Reyes draws a bases-loaded walk in the 9th. It is a comeback that might have been easier with Cespedes, who ranks 5th on the team in home runs despite losing 9.5 weeks of the season to injury. And he's almost certainly about to miss more. After Saturday's loss, Callaway said Cespedes will undergo an MRI and meet with a foot specialist early next week. The outfielder is dealing with calcification in both heels, which he says could require major surgery and an 8 to 10 month recovery. Moments that matteredrally in the 9th. Trailing by 4 runs heading into the 9th, the Mets found new life when Chapman loaded the bases on a pair of walks and an infield single. Reyes followed with a bases-loaded walk to force in a run, and Chapman hit the next batter, Brandon Nimmo, to send home another. That was enough for Yankees manager Aaron Boone, who lifted Chapman in favor of Shreve. The move worked, as Shreve stranded the potential tying run on 3rd. I just think it's one of those hiccups that happens over the course of the year, Boone said. It just got a little away from him there. Video, NYM NYY. Kelly scores on DP to bring Matz within one sound smarter and Judge's solo homer in the 7th snapped the stretch of 25 consecutive innings without one from Mets pitchers. Tim Peterson gave up the shot. Nimmo tied Lucas Duda, 2015, for the Mets single-season record for hit by pitches when Gray plunked him in the 5th, and he broke the mark when Chapman clipped him in the 9th, Nimmo's 15th hit by pitch of the year. Video, NYM at NYY, Nimmo gets HBP with bases loaded in the 9th. Rosario, Cabrera ejected unhappy with Larry Vanover's strike zone. Mets hitting coach Pat Rosario began barking at the home plate umpire after he called Reyes out on strikes in the 3rd inning. Vanover turned toward the dugout and began yelling back at Rosario, ultimately ejecting him. Video, NYM at NYY, Rosario tossed from the game in the 3rd 2 innings later as Trouble Cabrera slammed his bat to the dirt when third base umpire Hunter Wendelstedt called him out on a check swing appeal. As Cabrera verbalized his protest from 90 feet away, Wendelstedt tossed him from the game. "Everybody wants to win," Callaway said. "Everybody's pumped up for this series. They're grown men and they have to say what they have to say, and they have to do what they have to do. I think they're just fighting, trying to win a game." Video, NYM at NYY, Cabrera tossed after striking out to end 5th. He said it, "Familia was a great teammate, a really great person. It's not great to see him go. I really enjoyed having him around this team and having him come in at 9th inning. It's tough when you have guys around for a while, but we understand it's a business and that's what's got to happen." Matz, on the Mets trade of closer Jury's Familia, which they finalized after the game. Video, NYM at NYY, Matz with Sanchez swinging in the 4th up next fresh off his 2nd career All-Star appearance. Jacob deGrom will open his 2nd half in a Sunday night baseball matchup with Masahiro Tanaka at Yankee Stadium. deGrom will put his MLB-leading 1.68 ERA on the line in the 8:05 Eastern Time game, facing a Yankees offense that ranks top 2 in the majors in home runs, ops and runs per game. Anthony DiComo has covered the Mets for MLB.com since 2007. Follow him on Twitter at Anthony DiComo, Instagram, and Facebook.